Listening to Duval Talk, a podcast that inspires creatives to make meaningful content and pursue their passions. My name is Nick Cano.
And I'm Bismarck Javier Hermano.
We're musicians and videographers from Jacksonville, Florida. We're sitting down with creators talking about their creative process, lessons they've learned, and as well as how to go about making an impact in their community. Welcome back to Duval Talks. My name is Nick Cano.
I'm High.
All right, and we have a special guest today, and his name is Taylor Neal.
Yes, it is.
So please introduce yourself, my friend. Tell the guests who you are.
What's up? I'm Taylor Neal. I'm a producer, musician, engineer in Jacksonville, and yeah.
Don't forget, well, yeah, I guess that's all right. I was gonna say, don't forget a world-renowned French horn player.
we can forget that part. No.
He said,
Can't forget the French horn, man. Can't forget
I
it.
think it'll live on with me forever inside of me, you know.
So just
but
about to
not
say.
so much on the outside.
So where are you from, Taylor?
So I'm from Jacksonville. I live in Springfield right now. I kind of like grew up in St. Augustine, but out of Springfield now.
Very nice. So where'd you go to school originally, like growing up in St. Augustine? Because I don't know too much about that area, actually.
Yeah, so I went to I think the middle school was Passetti Bay Middle School. It was a new thing, and then at the end of that, I auditioned for DA. So went to Douglas Anderson.
Correct.
And then was just driving back and forth from St. Augustine to go to school at DA, and then went to JU afterwards. And I just graduated in December with a music business degree. So
Yes, sir.
just wrapped that up.
Respected that. And for the reason that if people don't know why he looked at me like that when he said that, is that we all went to Douglas Anderson together, actually. I was 2016, and you
2017.
I was 2018.
2018.
But I didn't graduate from Douglas Anderson, though.
Yeah, I know, but you were just you were just there though when we were there. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
We go way back. Is what we're saying.
It's pretty much what I'm trying to get to, and it's just crazy to see all the different paths that everyone has taken to, like compared to where everything has gone after high school. Because when I was a junior and I was a senior, I actually did plan. I wanted to be in a symphony orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really thought that could be a thing for me.
Yeah.
And life completely took a 180 when I graduated, and I was like, oh shit, college, can't do that. Can't pay for that, man.
Yeah.
So obviously, everyone's life changes, and it's crazy because you were playing the French horn, and now you're into this whole different form of music, which is amazing. And
I am.
Getting into mixing, mastering, engineering. Respect. That's awesome. You have friends that do amazing things as well. So we were just talking about old dude that presses records, and
Shout out Brian
yeah,
Lester.
Thank you, Brian Lester. He was 2 grades above us as well.
Yeah, he was a year above
older
us.
than us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man,
Also
shout
DA
out,
grad.
shout out DA. I can't even cap.
It's
Y'all be putting us through it, but
they sponsored this video. No, I'm just kidding. It happens at every school, but I think DA gets a lot of credit for it sometimes because it's like, I mean, there are some really incredible people that left DA and did really cool things.
Yeah.
But that's at every school, I think.
You spent, 5-6 years in, what was that, Memphis before you came to...
Yeah, I
St.
was
Augustine.
telling you earlier. I was born in Memphis, and
So,
when I was in the third or fourth grade, I came to Jacksonville.
So what do you remember about Memphis?
I definitely remember it was like a small suburb right outside of Memphis called Cordova, and I remember a lot of grassy lots that when I looked on Google Earth, it's all developed now. But I just kind of remember the small cul-de-sac that I lived in, and the back alley behind my house, and playing with some friends back there. I would trade Hot Wheels cars with a neighbor. We would have to trade. Sometimes I'd give
Y'all
him
was
$1 for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was dealing. You was
Yeah.
making pops.
That's right.
Back in Memphis.
That's how
I
you
was
do it.
always
Hot Wheel pops.
I was always getting the short end of the deal though. I think my mom noticed, and she was like, "Why did you just?"
So
give
you was
him all that
getting
money?"
finessed.
Yeah.
He was like, I had this really rare car, but this guy had 3 shitty cars. But hey,
Right.
he had 3 cars. So I took the
Exactly.
3 cars
That's
and gave him my
exactly-
really rare car.
Yeah.
Something
That's
like
the biggest
that.
lesson I've ever
I used to
learned.
do shit
Nah,
like
he
that.
was probably I normally do this car for... See, this some rare shit. So he charged you a dub a car.
Basically.
Oh,
A
no. That's rough.
Dub for the 10.
But now tell me also, so how did you end up getting into music? How did that first all start?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so my parents were both musicians growing up. They were both elementary school music teachers at one point when I was
Nice.
growing up, and so it was just something that was like constantly in the house, and they were playing at church too. So that was like the first time I saw, my mom playing guitar, and I was like, I want to do that. That's really cool. So
that's really cool to have a family that's like involved in that community, because that I couldn't. That's really cool to have like 2 music teachers. I could see me growing up and be like, oh yeah, because music's just all around you. So you probably didn't even have to think about it.
Dude, it had its pros and cons for sure. I think like one of the biggest things, they were like, hey, whatever you do, don't become a music teacher, like a elementary school music teacher. They're like, it's not. I mean, they work so hard to like just help.
Well, that's real that they let you know that.
Yeah,
because,
exactly. But they also like really saw my interest in music and then decided to like invest into me because they wanted to see me grow in music and stuff. So
of course,
I definitely like give them a lot of credit for that.
What was the very first instrument that you picked up?
So the first one I think was guitar, but my dad was a drummer, and I always just like tried to bang around on the drum kit. But I found this old VHS tape of me and my uncle. He was playing bass, and I was just like rocking out on the drum kit, and I was like super little. I don't know how old, but it was just hilarious. I was like way off beat, but it was still really funny. Great. I was like, all right, I was into it like from an early age. So
that's raw. So how would you describe from that to like now what the shape of your music and what it's more so sounding like? How would you describe your music now?
That's a good question. I think like growing up, I was always somewhat influenced by what my parents were listening to, and it was a lot of like rock-based stuff and some acoustic stuff, and so like singer-songwriter things, like those have always been like an inspiration and an influence. But with this new project that I'm starting, I kind of went from writing more singer-songwriter-based things and incorporating like ambient elements to them, like some synths, some like
okay. Tell us some more about this new project, man.
I went from this project of that acoustic kind of singer-songwriter stuff, and then ended up coming out with some songs that were more full band sounding, a little bit more rock oriented. So I got a couple of my friends together, Brian Lester that we were just talking about. Caleb Holland plays guitar. I don't know if y'all remember him.
Yeah, I used to work with Caleb Holland.
He lived right down the street from me actually for a couple of years. At
cool.
Right off of Dunn on. Well, I'm not going to disclose that exact location.
What's your address?
But
and your social security.
Getting real close over there, real comfortable. But yeah, me and him stayed close to each other, and while he was at Music Time and stuff, so I used to see him up there.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He does on this record that I'm about to tell you about. He played guitar, synth. When we're playing live, he sings a little bit too. So kind of all over the place.
Good at keys.
Yeah. He's amazing at like jazz piano now and other genres on piano. So, but I also Daniel Hubert plays bass, and
that sounds familiar.
I'm not sure if you remember him, but and then he was in that band Fifield. Do you remember that band Fifield?
Yeah. Okay. So that's where I recognize.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
He's like one of the best bass players I know. He's just super solid, and it's always one of those things, like if we're getting together to like jam or like play a show, like I never am like, oh, I hope he knows the part, like I hope he's like always solid. It's like all the time, it's just like lays it down.
That's fantastic.
But he also has a really good feel with the drummer, with Brian, so that's like a big part of makes my job easier when I'm playing a song to just not even have to think about the rhythm section, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. When they can all vibe with each other and they're all on their own level together. Yeah.
Shout out to good rhythm sections, man.
Right.
Y'all save lives.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then my 5th band member is Landon Gay. I'm not sure if you guys ever...
That sounds really familiar too.
Yeah, he I think he also, did he go to DA? I'm pretty sure that's how I knew him. Yeah. Dude, I don't remember if he did or not, but he played pedal steel on the record. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen anyone play one live, but it's there's like a bar and he plays with the slide, but he has all these levers that control the pitch of certain notes. It's the craziest thing.
Oh, that's
but
dope.
It has that country sound. Yeah. So there's a little bit of that sound as well on this record. Yeah. So he's in a project called Howdy, and do you guys you remember him?
Hell no.
I'm trying to.
You gotta meet him. He's a sweetheart. but
That's good.
actually worked on a song that he put out.
Hey Nick, if you ever have to introduce me to somebody, don't tell nobody I'm a sweetheart.
You know Simpo? He's a sweetheart.
Real sweetheart.
He's got those sweet eyes. No.
Don't do that.
You know, it's crazy. I do say shit like that sometimes.
Huh?
I mean, I don't think about you, I would hope. But I mean, like, you got to think, just like how he just said it, like, naturally.
That's right.
I feel like I've said that before.
Oh man, my buddy, man, he's such a fucking sweetheart.
He is. He's a sweet dude.
What?
I think it'd make more sense if you met him. Let's call him over here right now.
It's okay. Fuck it. Don't worry about it.
Hey man, shout out to sweetheart.
I know I'm not
man.
calling him a sweetheart.
Shout out to
'cause he's
sweethearts,
not.
man. If you a sweetheart, nigga, live your truth, man. I love that.
All right,
That's right.
That's funny as fuck. That's funny.
But yeah, so he played pedal steel, and then Jacob Cummings also is on the record. He's the unofficial 6th member, but he I'm not sure if you guys have met him, but he
The unofficial 6 member.
yeah, he's never played.
He's not gonna
before.
watch this and be like, them
Like,
bastards.
I thought I was in the band. No, I wish it's never worked out for us to play a show with him. He moved out to LA, but he's worked remotely on this record. So
Oh, yeah,
I see
so-
why you say unofficial. Member.
yeah,
It's
I
just
mean,
like,
he would be if he's around, which he's in town right now.
he participates when he's here.
He's here, yeah.
Yeah.
And then when he's not, he's here in spirit.
Exactly.
He's also a sweetheart.
You're a member, man. You're a member, man. It's official.
That's funny. That's dope,
But yeah,
man.
so I worked on a record with these guys. Really just wanted to like focus on after doing like my own solo stuff. I wanted to like do a collaborative project. I know you worked on something like that. I would love to talk about what that process was like. But for my project, like I just wanted to get a lot more ideas and influence and stuff. So I took these songs that I wrote for the band and just started like jamming them with my friends, and then this record like slowly started to come together, and then I tracked it at a new studio in Springfield, friend of friend's studio.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
follow you guys.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out to
So
them.
they're incredible. They're doing
They've
really
been
great
really
things.
like influencing the game.
Yeah,
I've seen
absolutely.
a lot of
recently.
artists post them.
Yeah.
A lot of people go into them.
I want to check them out.
Yeah, they
Good
do
too.
really cool stuff. So Brock, it's Brock and D that run it, and
Right.
Brock was an engineer in Chicago for a little bit, and then moved back to Jacksonville. I think he grew up. I think he also went to DA too,
No
but like
shit.
graduated like 2012.
I
so-
think I follow him on. I know I follow him. I think through the Friends of Friends page.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I don't know.
So yeah, they're doing great things. When they moved back, they just built out this like studio inside of their Springfield house, and it's just
Very
gorgeous. It's super cool. So he's got like a front control room and then a separate like the garage you turn into the live room. So
That's dope.
yeah, it was like such a comfortable space to get together and record this record in, because it was inside a house. It feels super homey, but then you
Yeah.
also walk into the room and it's like, oh, this is like a recording studio now. It's
say,
not,
"Oh."
it's really clean. So
I have arrived. You
yeah,
say?
exactly.
I know how that feeling is. It's always nice when you can go somewhere to record and you feel at peace.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be somewhere feeling comfortable, because then it's that's going to reflect on your music.
Right. That's a big part.
Not a lot of people understand that, but yeah, if you're nervous, uncomfortable, any of that kind of stuff, that highly reflects on your product for sure.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's not dope. But when's that coming out? What you got for that?
Yeah, so I'm actually working on a couple things for it. So Jacob Cummings, who is the unofficial 6th member,
Mhm.
Official.
and now he's official, as of today. He is he's a like film director, like cinematographer guy. And that's what he does mainly out in LA. And I hired him to do a short film for this record that I'm putting out. Basically, a music video for every song of the record, almost every song. And so, this project that we're coming out with, it's gonna be titled Country River, and
Country River.
Yeah, it's kind of reflecting a lot of ideas that are in the album, which has to do with nature and kind of growing up and hanging out with your friends by the river. And so this project is going to be under a new name that I haven't released music under yet, called Teal Peel. And I'm going to title the album Bugs, because there's a lot of songs about bugs. So
I like that.
So you're now gonna be going by Teal Peel.
yeah, that's this project's
Um,
name.
Not him himself. the project's name
yeah,
is Teal.
I'm kind of I'm separating this project from myself as an artist. Like I'm still gonna.
What is gonna be the artist's name that the project is released under?
Yeah, so this album's gonna drop and it's gonna be under Teal Peel.
But the name of the album gonna be Bugs.
Yeah, the title of the album's Bugs. Yeah.
But the name of the movie is gonna be Country River.
That's right. Name of the movie's Country River,
Yes,
and it's
sir.
gonna premiere July
You get it.
14th at Root Down. And so
Hell yeah.
it's going to be a party afterwards. Giela's
been to
going to
Root
do
Down?
a
Oh.
little
No.
set.
Shout out to Giella, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Root Down's in
Go.
Riverside. If for the people that don't know, it's a really cool place. Definitely go check that out. They do a silent disco
Yeah,
too,
silent disco
once
all
a
the
week
time,
or
yeah.
something. And that shit is fun as fuck. I went one time. That shit was
Mhm.
great. So yeah, Root Down, Riverside, and then what is her name? This DJing again?
Giela.
Yeah,
Giella.
Giella.
Yeah.
Shout out Giella. I've definitely been to one event where she was DJing. She's a badass.
Yeah,
She does
they're
some cool
awesome.
shit.
Yeah.
So I hope that goes well. I'll definitely try to be in attendance as long as I'm not right down the street working from you. You know what I'm
So
saying?
I'm wondering, what is Country River about? Are you acting in it?
That's a good question. I think the answer to that is yes, but I'm not like a main character.
How much is the mustache playing an influence?
I
on
shaved before I did the shoot, so yeah, it's a pretty common theme throughout the. I think Daniel also has a really nice mustache when we shot the video, but we shot this over a year ago. So like I was gonna put this out like before the pandemic.
That's how I know this is going to be a good project.
This is my pandemic project basically. So
That's a thing now.
No, dead ass. That's the thing.
it's a pandemic mustache project, and
Facts.
You prefer the mustache or the whole thing?
I prefer the whole thing, but sometimes it just like gets a little like it doesn't always fill out or it gets a little too bushy, so then I just kind of chop it all off.
Yeah.
But I keep the mustache and then it grows back.
I look absolutely horrible with a mustache. Pedophile as fuck. You doing? Eh.
One of my coworkers told me
Fuck
that
was-
I look like a porn star, like a porn stash. And so
No, that's definitely more of a porn stash
I-
than a pedophile stash.
I don't know if
for
that's
sure.
a compliment, but
It's way better than a
better than-
pedophile.
yeah, much better than being yeah.
Hey man, take what you can get. Fuck it. Well, what you think about it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'm just like, that was just a lot right then.
I'm about to say.
I'm trying to figure out what I can bring up to change the subject, actually.
I can start the camera again. I gotta do that anyways. I don't have a cinema camera, so every 30 minutes I gotta.
Oh yeah.
So, when is that gonna be at Root Down?
It's Wednesday, July 14th.
July 14th. Oh, dude, you should also slide. I don't know if you got time, but July 9th, we're doing an event at the Glass Factory. Well, we're not doing it ourselves, but we're a part of an event
Cool.
at the Glass Factory going on.
Yeah, Eclectica Fest. Your boy is going to be headlining. Y'all come see me.
We're also going to have a booth where I'll have some of my prints talking about Broski Productions and talking about the TV show that Simpo wrote called The Jack Show.
Working on a little series called Jax. Y'all should check it out.
That's crazy.
So,
Check out my social media for more info.
type shit.
What's your social media?
Simpo Music. SIMPO Music.
There it is.
That was important.
Yeah.
That was real. He said, "Like, I got you."
Dude,
don't
I do
worry."
that all the time. I'm like I've played a show and I didn't even say my name. Like I forgot. Like I was like,
Bro, you know what's crazy? You haven't even said that yet for yourself when you introduce yourself. So, what is your social medias?
Yeah, my social media is Tay Paul Neal is my my main Instagram account. But then
Right.
for this project, I also have teal.peel, and that's TEAL
I'm
dot
gonna go fuck
PEEL.
with you real quick.
And I already posted a little teaser of the video, but
Uh-oh. You gonna let me play it on the podcast?
sure thing.
Thanks.
Is it
Teal.peel?
with PEE.
Oh, my dumb ass.
Yeah,
I don't know. Don't mind me. I'm already following.
Oh, sweet.
This must have been your old account.
Yeah, it was under Taylor Neal Music, and
No
I
way.
took everything down.
I
I
didn't
don't
know it.
want to lose the followers.
Nah,
man. I
that's
can't
real.
sing. Come
That's
on.
real. That's real. I
Let's be
support
real.
it. I support it. I was just
Your
like,
followers going to be like, you ain't slick.
Yeah.
You ain't slick.
We know you.
nah, that's cool, man. I like that a lot. But these posts didn't pop up on my page, though. You know how Instagram's
Yeah.
algorithm is
Dude,
now.
it's so
Ass
weird.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Compared, like, I'm not 2014 to 2016. I think Instagram was really good. It showed everything in order. Everything
Yeah.
in like whoever you follow, everything is boom, 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 boom. Now you might see a post from 5 days ago, then a post from 5 minutes
Damn.
ago.
Yeah,
So you saying
and then a
Instagram
bunch of
ain't
sponsored
been
ads.
fun for 5 years?
Instagram ain't been fun for at least 2 years. It's been work for 2 years. Like what? How the fuck do I get people to see this shit? Like, but no, it's still fun. It's just a little more stressful than what it used to be.
I've never really been a fan.
Really.
I'm an old head ass nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, I forgot when
I
I
do
met
my
this
shit.
motherfucker. You didn't use social media like
I
at
handle
all.
my business. Like, keep it pushing.
Yeah, but he's trying to branch out. He is, aren't you?
I'm slowly getting.
Yeah.
There. I'm on this podcast.
He's on his
There you go.
podcast. He's got some things cooking, man. So you slowly getting there for sure. But yeah, that's crazy. Now that I think about it, when I did, you didn't have like no social media when I originally met you, really. I mean, like you had an Instagram and stuff, but had like 2 or 3 pictures on that bit. My boy lit now. He got music videos, posts, and
I've seen
Shut the hell up.
he in magazines and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen some of it.
He's capping and he's full of shit.
I'm not, man. All right. So, anyways, so what's the future plans, man? So, you obviously we didn't talk about it much, but you've been in a couple bands in the past as well.
Yep.
Were you in your first band in high school? Like not like symphonic band, but like
Yeah.
gigging band.
I think technically middle school I was in a cover band called Amp Station because our guitar amp was like broken and it was picking up radio signal, so they named it Amp Station. I played bass for that band.
That's pretty
and
fun.
and then the Blank Canvas in high school.
Of course.
And then
Bro, I'm not gonna cap. Taylor had the hose.
But he got the Fabio mustache.
Taylor, no, not back then. He clean faced as fuck back in high school. I don't think I couldn't grow no facial hair in high school. I don't know if you could
I
either.
definitely could not.
But I'm not gonna say, I don't know if you had the hose or not for real, but
Not really.
I know that I heard these hoes screaming for y'all ass at that damn what's that event we did? Kaleidoscope? Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
Kaleidoscope?
I remember
What
that.
Blank Canvas performed at Kaleidoscope? They went stupid. They went stupid. I'm not even gonna cap. That was like I was there. I was truly inspired, and I said, "Wow, these crackers really doing some shit out here." I said they just might make it. I said,
But yeah, I did the Blank Canvas, and then
Did they make it?
no.
No, we just dropped the single and then dropped out. That was it.
Bro, it's okay.
One and done. But then
Y'all made great music.
Blank
That's all
Canvas
that is.
turned into a band called the Nixon Tapes, which was me, Brian, Lester on
The
drums.
Nixon tapes?
Yeah, the
What is
Nixon
that?
Tapes.
What inspired that name?
I think we saw it in a book somewhere, but it was just like about Watergate, like President Nixon's like leaked tapes and just
Crazy.
I don't know. It wasn't
That's
like
cool.
a super political thing, but it was just like Nixon's tapes. I
Yeah.
don't know. I didn't come up with the name, but
No, I mean I see how it's a good talking point. It's
That's
a good. That boy Simple said, "Oh, that's interesting." So yeah, it is a very interesting name actually though. So what happened after that?
so that band kind of stopped playing shows a few years ago, and we all kind of did our own projects for a bit. I think we did a reunion show like 2 years ago just for fun.
Nice.
Like right before, I think it was 2019.
That's cool.
And then, everyone's kind of doing their own project. Carson, the lead singer from the Nixon Tapes, he plays in a project called Scuff now, which is really cool.
Scuffed.
Scuff. Yeah, just Scuff. And I'm working on like an EP with him, producing and mixing it. So
Fuck yeah.
yeah, that'll hopefully come out soon. And it's going to be really cool. And then Brian has also just been playing in a bunch of bands. His wife, Anna Lester, is lead singer of Bobby Kid, which is a band that I'm still a part of.
That's
Bobby Kid?
Bobby Kid. Yep.
Who is Bobby?
I think it was someone from Anna's like 8th grade science class that people picked on and felt bad for or something, and like later when she was coming up with band names, she was like, she found Bobby Kid, like came up with it. So
I love how people come up with names.
Yeah, it's
That's
never-
What the
great.
fuck?
Like-
Give Bobby a break.
I know, right? Come on,
Bobby
guys.
is already had y'all trauma growing up, and now he has to listen to your music.
Check on Bobby 2021.
Bro, check on Bobby.
God damn.
Justice for Bobby. B2.
But yeah, we're still active. We actually just pressed we dropped 2 singles and then pressed it on a 7-inch record.
Very
that
nice.
we all like were a part of the pressing process, because Brian is working out of record pressing shop. I think it's the only one in this region.
That's what I
called Vinyl
figured.
Record Pressing. It's a really great place. But
Follow him on TikTok.
Yeah.
Go see him in person.
he's blowing up.
I literally saw them on my For You page. Had like up 500,000 likes on it. And
Yeah.
it was a really cool process. They don't do it in just like the regular black record. You can get like a orange see-through. I don't fucking know. But
Yeah,
it was really cool.
So we all like hand pressed or hand poured the colors for, like, we all chose whatever color we wanted
Nice.
to do, and then did like hand pours and swirls and stuff. It's a really hard process because you pour in a color. There are all these tiny little plastic beads that turn into the vinyl, and there's like a long tube that they go through before, like, as it heats up and then presses the record, and it's like 10 minutes in between the time. So we would try a new color, but then you wouldn't see it for like, the machine's running, and
It's crazy.
it was a crazy process. But
to think that turns into music.
right, it's magic. And like listening to my mixes like on vinyl, that was like the coolest thing, because
Yeah.
it sounded I was like, it sounds so much better than how it sounds on Spotify. Like, why
Yeah.
can't it just only sound like this? But I think there's something really special about just the process of it and how vinyl sounds.
I completely agree. And then just on
Yeah.
a random question I wanted to ask and throw in there. I like talking about this with people, and go into as depth this as you would like. But on some like money talk, how do you manage life on a daily basis? Like, what is your goals as far as money wise? You don't have to don't go into finance or anything like that, but just like what you do to make money, how you plan on making more money, because obviously you're trying to live a decent life while you're making music.
Right.
So I mean, what's your
Yeah.
lifestyle like? I guess is kind of what I'm.
Yeah,
you
so
know.
throughout college, I started working at Trader Joe's grocery store, and I still work there now part-time. But, as soon as I graduated, everyone's like, all right, what's next? Like, what are you doing now that you graduated? And I was like, I'm working at a grocery store. I don't know.
I know how that goes.
I've been making records for 3 or
That's
4
real,
years
though.
now. So, but it was just with my friends. Like, I wouldn't even think about charging them, because I didn't think I was that good at it, and it was just a learning experience for me. So it was more of like a passion thing. But then as I worked more and more on it and started learning more and more about it, I just started charging like a little rate, and that just grew into like what I can, be working part-time as right now. So,
Very
I mean,
nice.
the goal is obviously to get that to be my full-time job, and, have a little bit more consistency with it. But I've been staying busy. I mean, I've been working on like a handful of records right now that are pretty much, a lot of them are about to drop this month, actually. Matilda, Leo's son, is dropping a record. They're dropping a single that I
Leo's
produced.
son,
Their artist name is Leo's son.
Leo's son, and Bobby's kid.
Leo's son, Bobby Kid, and Teal Peel. That's
And
right.
Teal Peel, yeah, and Teal Peel. Don't forget
Gang.
the Teal Peel.
Can't
my boy.
forget. We're taking over Jacksonville.
I like how you're doing that though. I like how you're using a different name
Mhm.
for that. Teal Peel. So where did Teal Peel come from?
Yeah, I don't know. I was playing around with a bunch of band names.
You was like Taylor Neal.
Exactly.
That's
pretty
literally
much-
what I was
it's
thinking.
Pretty much
Neal,
like a little
Peel,
bit of. And my name is
Teal.
Taylor Paul Neal, so the P, and I just
Okay.
kind of came up with it. But I don't know. Like, also the aesthetics. Like,
Teal.
teal is one of my favorite colors.
Neal.
Peel, like,
Kind of came up with it, then put a meaning to it afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, fruit, like peeling, all of that, but also like surfing, like a wave peeling out and stuff. Like,
That's cool.
I love all of that, and there's a lot of like themes of those kind of things in the record. So
Yeah, but I forgot. We've been talking about going surfing for a long time together.
Yeah.
We still got to do that.
yeah,
one
let's
day.
do it. I'd
We
love to.
like dead ass, like since like
Nick can't surf.
since high school.
you got me fucked up.
We're gonna have to show a clip of it on Duval Talks.
Insert a clip right here.
Do I? I don't got no.
We
video.
need a live,
I
a
don't
current.
know.
We need a current.
I don't got. You can go out there
We
and
need a
video. me.
current.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you go out there and surf, my boy.
I'm not out here proclaiming I can surf.
I can. Surf.
I can hoop. Not really.
There we go. That's what I like to hear. You trash.
Guys, I need y'all to know that I will go outside any time of day, take all my money out the bank, bet it all that Nick cannot score a single point against me in a one-on-one
A
basketball
single
game.
point. All your money in the bank.
I will bet
All your money
every
in the
dollar.
bank?
A single point.
We can record
Uh-oh.
it for a Duval Talks
Uh-oh.
episode. I
Oh, man.
will go to the
My
bank
boy gonna go to the bank, pull out $22,
and bet every dollar I have that Nick will not score a single point,
man.
and he can get ball first.
checkings and savings.
Both.
Woof.
Venmo, Cash App,
What we playing to?
PayPal.
What we playing to?
11.
Do I gotta match the energy, or can I do this for free?
I mean, I don't play
Are
for
you
no
that
reason.
confident, like that you can beat me? You know what I'm saying? We're like,
I need you to understand I have zero doubt.
not 1 point,
Aren't we going hooping tonight?
not 1 point.
Not 1 point.
Sounds like it should happen tonight.
Not 1 point, my boy. You ain't gonna give me
Nah.
1 point, like.
Not 1 point.
You know what? I'm just gonna ball out. I'm gonna do my thing. Don't worry about me. Don't.
I'm not.
I see that.
I'm not.
I see that. All the money in the bank. I'm not pulling out all my money in the bank.
Oh, it's fine.
But if you want to pull out all your money in the bank and it's still bet, I'm down for that.
I have zero doubt
All right, so he's still down for it.
that you can score a point on me
All right,
in a
man,
one-on-one
I'm getting off this
basketball
subject.
game.
Fuck you. You know? Anyways, damn. Where was I even at before that? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
I'd be like,
I'm sorry.
I have
It'd
no
be
idea.
like, I literally have no idea what the fuck, how we even got on basketball.
I don't know. Surfing. Oh, we were talking about surfing. and
Oh,
then
yeah.
He said you don't
He was
surf.
talking about, he said you could hoop my ass up. So you telling me I can't surf or hoop?
Do you want me to say anything other than yes?
It's okay. I'll stun on you. Don't worry, my boy.
Brutal.
It's cool. it's cool. But
Bro, you mad good at what's that shit called where y'all be having the sandbags throwing it in the damn
What's that called? Cornhole.
cornhole. Well,
I
you
am
brought his
pretty good
fucking
at
cornhole, boy.
That's a fun game, man. I'm not that good at it.
don't give me
be
that.
flicking
Don't
the
let
hell
that.
out-
Don't let that be the
flicking the
one
hell out of
game.
that.
I can't let that be the one game
That's
that
what
I'm
you're
good
known
at.
by.
That's fucking bullshit, dude. Hell nah. That's okay. You good at any sports?
No, I played like a bunch of sports growing up, and
Which
was
ones?
Terrible at all of them. I think it was just flag football, base like t-ball, and then baseball.
He was
and
one of
then-
them kids that played flat football and got fucked around and got tackled.
Yeah. I enjoyed playing football. Like it was fun
I suck
running
at
around.
What
and stuff,
position you
but
played?
I don't remember. I
Yeah.
think I was.
You was terrible.
I was, dude. Yeah. I mean, usually like.
He said, "Shit, what position was I playing?"
Yeah, definitely not quarterback. I'll tell you that. But I played like soccer, played tennis. I just wasn't good at any of
Played
them.
tennis?
So, yeah, my friends,
I've always wanted to try
my
playing.
friend's
tennis.
mom was a tennis coach. So
Were
we
you
just
any
could
good
all-
at tennis?
I could hit the ball and it would go over the net, but other than that, no.
He said there
Once
was
it would
no
come back
strategy to
yeah,
it. He said-
I would just hit it as hard as I could. And,
Bro, I completely
Uh,
understand. I'm trying so hard to get halfway decent. I do suck at basketball. I
Yeah.
will give him that suck. I suck.
at least he's humble. Yeah,
but I'm trying hard.
I'm really bad at basketball.
Nah, I was giving him a little much. He's pretty. I'm not really that good,
Dude.
but I still have no doubts that Nick wouldn't score a point.
But I still think I would
Now
at least get
now I
one.
really wanna see
do.
this.
I have a halfway decent shot now that I'm starting to learn how to get a good form. Leave me alone.
I want us to replay this clip when we record the game we shoot.
Bro. My form was fucked up before I was throwing this shit behind my head damn near. But it's cool. It's cool. You get me heated about the goddamn shit. The basketball about to go outside and start hooping in a minute. But anyways, my friend. For the recap of life, please tell everybody again what you do, why you do it, what's the fun in it, whatever you got to say, your social medias, everything.
Yeah, my name is Taylor Neal. Doing a project called Teal Peel. I'm like, where am I looking at?
It's called Bugs.
Yeah, the album's Bugs, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun in life. Music really kind of is my purpose, I think. So helping other people do music is a lot more fun than doing my own music, in my opinion. But right now I'm doing a project, and so that's kind of where my energy's going, and it feels really good. So
What you thinking about getting a Teal Pill Simple collab? Taylor Neal.
that'd be cool.
Get
Yeah,
some
we should
stuff
talk about
going.
it. Yeah, we should talk about
off
it.
camera, you know, so the label won't get upset.
Head ass. That's funny as fuck.
My manager's calling me.
And social
Right.
medias. What's your social medias one more time for the people?
Tay Paul Neal and then teal.peel.
Until
It rhymes.
Peel.
That's right.
Can people book you for engineering?
Yes. Yeah. There's a link to my website on my Instagram, and there's a contact form there, or you can just DM me on Instagram. And yeah, I'd love to work on whatever comes to me.
Hell yeah, man. Well, that's another episode of Duval Talks. We're going to wrap it up. We appreciate you listening and fucking with our special guest. Thank you. Taylor, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
All right,
And until next time, thanks for watching.
all right.